Welcome back to Level 11, Lesson 3. Subtract tens using an open number line, guys. My favorite thing, the open number line. I can put whatever numbers I want on here and use it to add and subtract. And today we get to do subtraction. Now, the funny thing about subtraction means we're counting backwards. So when we are not going to put our numbers at the beginning of the line anymore, we're going to start all the way at the end and jump back in time instead of forward, because we're not adding, we're subtracting. That means we're taking away. So if you are working with me on your own paper, draw a number line. Let's put that big number on the end of the number line. Once you have put your big number on this side of the number line, we can finally jump back in time and take away 20. That means we have 2 tens. We're going to jump back 2 times. Not 20 times. We're going to jump back 2 times. 10 and 20. Now, all I have to do is figure out what comes before 50. Think about it for a second. If you know what comes before 50, what comes before 5? 4. 50, 40. What comes before 4? That's right, 3. But not just 3, 30. Because we're counting by tens. 50, take away 20, 10, 20, is 30. We landed on 30. Notice how when we're counting back and we're taking away, we have 5 in the tens place, 4 in the tens place, 3. Just as if you were counting back 5, 4, 3. No 2, 1, just 3 this time. Let's flip it over and do a few more practices before I let you go on your way to do your quick check and draw these number lines on your own. The first one we have is 70 minus 20. Now, I am always, if I am doing subtraction, I'm putting the big number on the end, and then we're going to go back in time. So the big number you're putting here is 70. Now, I'm taking away 20, so how many times am I going to jump backwards? Am I going to jump back 20 times? No, I'm going to look to my tens place, and if you want to, you can always circle it so you remember, and I'm going to jump back 2 times. 1, 2. Now I'm going to count backwards by tens. I have 7. What comes before 7? 6. But it's not just 6, it's 60. What comes before 6? 5. Not just 5, but 50. 70, 60, 50. 10, 20. 2 jumps is 20. 70 minus 20 equals 50. Yeah. Oh, I just love number lines. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. All right, we're going back in time again. I noticed that there's a subtraction sign right here. My big number is 60. So I'm putting 60 on my line this time. And this one is going to be so easy because I'm only taking away 10. How many times am I going to jump backwards? 10 times? Or the tens place tells me I jump back 1 time. We're going to make that a big jump just because we can, you know? We've got this whole line to ourselves. We have 60, and if we take away 10, what do we have? Well, what number comes before 6? That's right, 5, but not just 5. 50. So 60, take away 10 is 50. I think y'all are getting the hang of it. Let's do one last problem, and I will let you go on your way to draw your number lines on your own and solve these subtraction problems. 80 take away 30. Well, I know since I'm taking away, I'm going to put my big number at the end and jump backwards in time. How many times am I going to jump backwards? 30 or... That's right, just jump back 3. Always check your tens place. 10, 20, and 30. Now comes the hard part. All I have to do is count backwards by tens. I have 80. What number comes before 8? 7, but not just 7, 70. What comes before 7? 6, not just 6, 60. And before 6 is 5, or 50. 80 take away 30 equals 50. Make sure that if you are doing this on the computer for your quick check and not writing it down, you can always take a piece of paper and draw your number lines. Remember, always start at the end and jump backwards in time. I can't wait to see your hard work today.